It might not be positive talk that you need. What you might need is to shift into neutral. My name is Jake Thompson, your Chief Encouragement Officer, and this is the Compete Everyday Podcast, a show designed to encourage and equip you with the tools to build a winning mindset so you can build your winning life. Text podcast to 972-945-9113 to join our morning motivation club, and visit CompeteEveryday.com for past podcast episodes and to learn more about our resources and gear for ambitious people who are ready to start winning. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the Compete Everyday Podcast, Competitor Nation. Jake here, your Chief Encouragement Officer, back with a brand new episode talking about productive thinking. Not positive thinking, not negative thinking, but sticking in neutral, having the more productive thoughts in your day. Thinking positive sounds good. We've heard it for years that you just have to think positive, and honestly, that doesn't really help you. But I can 100% assure you that thinking negative will hurt your chances to succeed. Thinking negatively scientifically has been proven to create a problem when it comes to your performance. So what you have to learn to do is not think false positivity. Not, I believe I can fly and suddenly I'll sprout wings. But learn to shift your conversation internally from negative to neutral. Mental performance leaders Lauren Nicole Johnson, who's been here on the podcast, and then Trevor Mawad, of the author of the book, It Takes What It Takes, both talk about a form of this, about how we shift our thoughts from uber positivity to neutral, and how we can take negative thoughts and shift them out of the negative circumstance into a neutral, productive conversation. And it all starts with how we start talking to ourselves. In the heat of the moment, whether it's a competition, whether you're having a meeting with a client, you're not going to be able to just flip a switch and start changing your thought patterns if you haven't done the work prior to building the right thought pattern, to putting in the work to prepare your mindset for these moments. And every day presents an opportunity to shift our thoughts toward neutral, toward productive. Instead of beating yourself up because maybe you hit the snooze alarm this morning, and you didn't get a chance to go work out the way you wanted to, and you're heading out the door and you're mentally beating yourself up about what you did, where you fell short, how you messed up this morning. Man, I suck. Man, I'm never going to get this habit. We get in these negative internal dialogues in our head and we keep running with them. What we need to do is stop, take a deep breath, and then shift our perspective, reframe that conversation around it. Instead of, I suck, I'm terrible, I messed up, say, I missed my mark this morning. However, what did I learn? Then I need to better control my environment at bedtime. Maybe I need to move my alarm clock across the room so I'm forced to get out of bed. And maybe I need to put my shoes and running gear right beside it so that when I get across the room to turn off the alarm, all of my gear is right there ready to go. I can change my environment to increase my chances of success tomorrow. So today was a valuable lesson in what I need to do better next time. Both conversations can be happening in your head, but shifting the neutral one to a productive one is the only way that's going to reposition you for success tomorrow. It's so easy to get caught in the loop, beating yourself up for something that's happened in the past, or maybe in the midst of a moment. Maybe you bomb a client presentation. You walk in, you think you're prepared, you did a little rehearsal, the client asks you questions that you have no idea the answer for. And instead of admitting you didn't have the answer, you tried to lie and try to wing it. And it just bombed. And you probably walked out of there questioning if you have what it takes for this job, that maybe this isn't for you, that man, I just suck. Or you can understand that I was not prepared. But preparation is something that's in my control, so it's on me to prepare better next time. So I can find the answers to those questions. I can reach back out to the client. I can address those questions with them with the correct answers that I've put in the work to build, and the next time I have the opportunity to prepare. When that negative voice reminds you of imposter syndrome and you feel like you don't belong here, or this is the way you've always done things and you don't like trying something new, what if you started reframing that conversation? When you hear imposter syndrome, what if it suddenly, instead of I don't belong here, they're going to find me out, what if it becomes I do belong here because I'm doing the work. I may not be at so-and-so's level yet, but I'm on my way. It's simple things. It's little tweaks in our conversations. It's not trying to be positivity. It's not trying to act like everything's fine when the world's on fire. What it is shifting our thoughts away from what's outside of our control into what's in it. Focusing on our attitude, our effort, our actions, and where we're choosing to focus in that moment. Training ourselves in the little things day to day. How we handle a workout, how we handle that coffee meeting, how we interact with our spouse, so that when the stressful times come down the road and the unexpected hits in our lap and we're struggling with what to do, we've trained ourselves on how to respond internally more productively instead of getting ourselves caught in a negative loop that's sure to derail us. It all starts with how you start training yourself to talk to yourself today. Don't worry about positivity. Just get out of negativity by shifting into neutral, and you'll find that you're able to go farther and do more in neutral than you ever could anywhere else. I'm cheering for you, competitor. Go win your day. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Compete Everyday podcast. To get in touch with the team, drop us an email to podcast@competeeveryday.com. And to find out more about our resources, content, and gear that will help you build that winning mindset so you better compete for your best life, visit CompeteEveryday.com.